Vice President Mike Pence says it could be Memorial Day before we get through the most challenging part of this national coronavirus crisis.
Nearly 1,000 Americans have died in just the last 24 hours. Here's the map this morning showing the death tolls by state. New York is reporting more than 2,000 deaths. New Jersey and Michigan each have more than 300, followed by Louisiana, Washington, and California with over 200 each.
President Trump says the strategic national stockpile of medical equipment is almost depleted, and that's raising concern about costs. One governor says prices for medical equipment rose by 40% in 1 week.
Meanwhile, only 5 states have not yet issued a stay-at-home order or some kind of statewide closure. They include Arkansas, Missouri, Nebraska, and the Dakotas. ABC's Inez de la Cuetara begins our coverage.
With more than 5,000 deaths now reported from COVID-19 across the country, President Trump striking a grim tone.
Difficult days are ahead for our nation. We're going to have a couple of weeks starting pretty much now, but especially a few days from now, that are going to be horrific.
And warning the national stockpile of personal protective gear for healthcare workers is nearly depleted.
It is because we're sending it directly to hospitals. We don't want it to come to the stockpile because then we have to take it.
The New York Times reporting the contract to maintain the government's stockpile lapsed last summer. A dispute meant that a new firm did not begin its work until January. The virus is expected to kill tens of thousands of Americans. Florida, Georgia, and Mississippi joining at least 42 other states ordering residents to stay at home. The president now facing growing calls to issue similar nationwide restrictions.
There are some states that are different. There are some states that don't have much of a problem.
Across the country, field hospitals going up from Massachusetts to Illinois. A doctor taking ABC News inside New York's Mount Sinai Queens Hospital now pushed to the brink.
All these patients here sitting out in the hallways because we are full.
In Los Angeles, Mayor Eric Garcetti announcing the city is recommending citizens wear face masks while in public, as Dr. Fauci weighs in on how long social distancing could last.
When it goes down to essentially no new cases, no deaths at a period of time.
Vice President Mike Pence says he expects the worst of the pandemic to be over by Memorial Day, which is still about 2 months away. Kenneth and Mona.
Inez, thank you.